Hello, welcome, my name is XLK and today we're taking a look at Control Shaman. Control Shaman is a disruptive control deck with heavy focus on powerful mid-game cards like Snowfall Guardian and Mutinous. After you have played one of these cards, you can replay the powerful Battlecry with Brilliant Macaw. Mix them in with Bolner or Bran for a ton of value and disruption. For your mulligan, you want to go for Schooling, Clownfish and Wildpark Caverns. If you get a Clownfish, you can keep Gorlock Ravager or Mutinous for an early blowout. The deck is pretty complicated and the win conditions aren't super straightforward, so there are a couple of things to keep in mind. Clownfish is one of the strongest cards in the deck. It will reduce the cost of your two next Murlocs by 2. This effect carries over to your next turn, so you don't have to squeeze it for value on the same turn as you play it. Gorlock Ravager is a great follow-up on turn 4 because it could potentially find Mutinous for turn 5. Then you can follow it up with something like a Bran or a Brilliant Macaw on turn 6 for a perfect disruptive minion chain. Far from all games will go down like this, but it's a great chain to plan for. Bolner is great. Don't be afraid to tempo play him on turn 2, especially if you have a Clownfish for turn 3. The way that he works is that he will copy the first Battlecry that you play each turn, and then he will keep replaying the same Battlecry every time you play a new Battlecry card. So if you start off your turn with a Mutinous, he will keep eating a minion every time you play a new Battlecry. This is where cards like Clownfish, Amalgam of the Deep and South Coast Chieftain really shines. Then you have the Snowfall Guardian route. It's simple, play Snowfall Guardian, freeze your opponent's board while making a huge minion. Then mix in a Bolner or a Bran with Brilliant Macaw and do it all over again. Remember that Brucon of the Elements has a Battlecry, so you will get double the value with a Bolner or a Bran. And you can also bring it back with Brilliant Macaw. And Wildpark Caverns, Command of Neptulon and Glug are just great cards when you're trying to assemble your different combos. Keep in mind that Command of Neptulon is a great turn 5 card, but it will lock you out from being able to curve into a Snowfall Guardian on turn 6, since it has a 1 mana overload. And this is just scratching the surface of Control Shaman. Play your Clownfish, munch up your opponent's hand with Mutinous, keep eating with your Macaw and lock your opponent out with Snowfall Guardians. Thank you guys so much for watching. We are getting closer and closer to the next expansion every day, and I feel like this is a great deck to learn before the new cycle. If you want to catch me live, check out my YouTube streams on the channel Sunday to Wednesday nights. We always have a ton of fun and your support is always appreciated. Thank you guys so much for watching. Remember to like the video, subscribe to the channel, but most importantly, enjoy the games. Welcome to some Control Shaman. We do like Control Shaman. Most people don't see me as like a control guy, but I actually did the majority of my legend climb using this very deck. I don't want anything in my hand right now. I mean, Sleetbreaker can be good to kind of counter a like a paladin start, but I do have a feeling that this guy is gonna be a rogue. So let's just throw it all. Hope to get a Clownfish. Like, Clownfish is probably like the best card to get in the mulligan. So good. Schooling is also pretty good, like to combat the early game. As I said before, I have a feeling that this guy is gonna be a rogue because he doesn't have the golden hero power, and also no paladin uses this. No. Oh! Called it. Alright, let's try to set up for this Gorlock, which means that we kind of want to drop our hand. Like, ideally, we'd get a Clownfish next turn, and then we could play Gorlock the turn after, and if that draws us a Mutinous, then we can play Mutinous on turn 5. It's like this really good chain that doesn't always happen, but when it happens, super good. Especially if you can play like a Bolner on turn 2. Right, so we haven't seen any Knolls yet, which is kind of nice. Next turn we probably just want to go Wildpark Caverns. I think we could play the South Coast Chieftain. This guy is kind of to enable like big Bolner turns, but I might as well tempo play it and then just curve out. Hit him as hard as we can, just make a problem for him. Like, Rogue is historically pretty bad at dealing with wide boards, unless, you know, he's gonna go Shroud into double Null here. If he has a slow turn, we're gonna be super happy to go Wildpark Caverns. Ah, not Drakefire. Okay, Blood in the Water. It's a pretty good turn for him. But I mean, we can deal with this kind of right away, or like at least the most important cards. So we can just go for that, set up that Wildpark Caverns. This is scary together with a Shadow Step, but I think that most rogues dropped Shadow Step before. Now we have a thick board. We can go Gorlock on turn 5. We have a lot of like hand space to do it. And then we can try to set up for a good Mutinous. But right now, we're kind of just putting a lot of pressure on. He's already at 21 and we haven't really tried to hit him, you know? The Piranhas, the Schooling, so really good early game card. Clownfish. I love you, Clownfish. We could have tried to set it up, but I don't think there were anything like that we really wanted to do. Now next turn, I suppose we can try to get a little discount, but I think my highest priority right now is to actually draw my Mutinous, since I have all the cards that set it up for it. I mean, he cursed me. This is kind of funny. Do we draw Gorlock? Do we draw with Gorlock right now? I think we're gonna burn a bunch of cards if we do that. So let's try to get this Clownfish down first and foremost. Gorlock. Yeah, let's do it. Let's Gorlock this. And do we even care about the Mutinous reduction? I don't think so. So we are going to overdraw, but I'm kind of fine with it. Let's pick up something. We could take a Lushwater Scout. Can be good against a rogue. Wait, we're not gonna overdraw, right? This is gonna pop before. I think we're good. I think we're good. Like, this pops at the beginning of my turn. So unless he kind of makes me draw, or like, yeah, makes me draw a card, then we're gonna be good. But that was kind of what I wanted to hit initially with my Mutinous. So this might not be the Mutinous turn, right? He has a lot of pressure right now. This is gonna be 10 damage, 13. Taking me to half HP, which is kind of a struggle. Like, it's a good Neptulon here. We could also freeze a bunch of things. We could go Lushwater Scout. Am I feeling this Mutinous? Do I have any follow-ups? I don't have any macaws. I think we could go like... I don't know. Like, we have to stop this. I feel like Command of Neptulon is like the easy mode. Like, it's the easiest way of dealing with this in a powerful way. And then I suppose we could play this. It could enable like a big swing next turn. But next turn I probably want to go for that Mutinous. I mean... we kind of just have to deal with the Krabatoa, right? We have to respect the crab. Even though it's like the boring play, I suppose. But as long as we have this, if he doesn't clear it... I mean, he could with like any like Tooth of Nefarian and whatnot. But I mean, if we have this out, we could actually rush in the Cookie for 2 healing. And then smack again for 2 more healing. That's 4. And then we had the Cookie weapon. Can heal us a lot. It's like the real Reno Jackson. But the bad part about locking ourselves out here is that we can't brew Khan next turn. But we probably don't want to do that anyways. So we're gonna be at 7, which is just... it's actually a really good glug. It's actually a pretty good glug. But I think I want to eat something. I want to munch something. Let's go. Let's start it. Yay! We got a good card. We got a very annoying card. Actually, a card that would have killed my glug. So now we want to get like Bolners and stuff like that. He kills this, but hopefully we're gonna end up getting a Macaw, right? Would be pretty good. Okay, so now we're not gonna eat anymore. Like, we kind of decide that right now. I don't think I want to play Glug right now, because he's gonna send it back to the hand. So I think I want to try to go for like a big Murloc turn. I could just play Brucon, but it's kind of nice to counter his Scabs with my Brucon, right? And then follow that up with a Glug. So I'm gonna go ahead and remove my battle cry from Mutinous. And let's see if we discover like a Mutinous or something. So now we're gonna have it again. So let's just do it. Let's just pick up another one. There we go, Ashara. Look at this. The disruption. It's real. And since this is the last battle cry we played, we could keep playing it with Brilliant Macaw and stuff. However, we are getting closer. Yeah, this is kind of where I wanted to play Brucon. We are going to overdraw a card, but at least like we have another Mutinous, so hopefully it's not something too good. Contraband Stash, that's actually scary. I mean, he kind of dealt with his own board. So don't, like, burn me something bad. Yeah, Frostbite, I guess that's kind of... it's not that good, to be honest. For us, but let's just play this. And I want to send Fire Invocation in his face. And then I guess we could... I think it's better to go Lightning Invocation here. Reason why I kind of like this Lightning Invocation is because I don't want him to... I don't want him to get value from a Tooth of Nefarian. So I think like a Sleet Breaker is pretty good here. Because it's gonna be like it's not gonna give him value in any ways. And it's kind of a card on my board, right? And he has to place minions now. Anytime he gets a minion, it's probably gonna pop down. So I feel like Mutinous Mutinous is losing a lot of his power. Things that we could do, I suppose, are like Frostbites to hit his face. And keep on looking for a Fire Invocation. We could also go School Teacher. In order to try to find just a bunch of spell power. Or maybe even spells. And then we could take the Nagaling and shoot oh, this is so good. Then we could take the Nagaling and shoot off like one of his whatever. So this just kills his board. So we like that. Now we play this. Bioluminescence, that can help me out. So let's try to make a big board then. Okani is super good though. We counter a minion. Or maybe we counter a spell. This could counter Tess, which I'm kind of a fan of. So let's pick a minion here. Contraband Stash is kind of scary though. But at least it's gonna make him hesitate, right? He's not really gonna know what to do. He's gonna have to waste something. I mean, this could have countered a Test, to be honest, but... Ah, the thing I was playing around before. I felt so smart. But yeah, so next turn I suppose we could go like Clownfish, this, Bioluminescence on a big board. Yeah, so we counter our minions. We're not super scared of this. We don't counter a minion anymore. So I'm kind of scared of that. Alright, will he even play anything? Okay, so this is probably somehow lethal, right? Let's go Clownfish. Boom. Discover a Sheep Murloc. Or maybe something that's 2 Murlocs. I guess this. We could just eat, right? Wait, so how much damage will we have? So, let's say we play this for 3, 4, 5, 6. We're gonna get 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 spell power. So we're hitting him for 8. I think it's better to just Mutinous this. Unless I'm like hardcore missing lethal here somewhere. That's a test. Like we've been munching everything this game. Like it's hard for him to come back from this. And now we can set up that Bioluminescence kind of whenever we want to. Blood in the water. It's not gonna cut it. Contraband. Does it kill my board? He hits it once, right? Is he doing another? I forgot. Oh, he did it again. I mean, we're just kind of... I think we're gonna win this. I mean, we have so many options. We could go Glug. Let's just show him where it's at, right? We could try to eat his last minion. It's actually pretty good, right? We eat this. I could just Bioluminescence all of these cards. Like this. And hit him super hard. But we could have eaten that as well. Not sure which card it even is. Probably Krabatoa or something, right? No. Yeah. Yeah. Crab. But I mean, we're kind of holding him down. We have the slow kill going. Ah, okay. Do your thing. Contraband me. Like Bioluminescence it's a fun card to discover, right? Now we just gotta be able to punch him. Alright. Like, contraband is bad. I mean, whatever he plays, we can probably get around it with Neptulon, right? Yeah. There it is. GG. I concede. My goose is cooked. Alright. On to the next one. Is it true? Is it the mirror? Or maybe this guy's Murloc. I think that list is a little bit more common, especially on these ranks. Let's just throw it all. Like, we gotta try to survive him if this is Murloc. I mean, they punch like a truck. So we got the clownfish, which is nice, and I do feel like we kind of want to get. I kind of feel like we want to counter his aggression with like getting early amalgam off the deep and stuff like that. If he turns out to be Murloc, but doesn't seem that way anymore. Let's just coin this clownfish and then hold it a little bit, see what we get. I mean, I guess we could play one of them. Just to fill up the board a little bit. Maybe we can take a good swing with the clownfish to the face. So I think we could go Lushwater Scout here and actually play the Scout right away. I mean, so we won't get the full value of this, but maybe I guess we could play Cookie because it's good. It has a rush. Maybe this guy turns out to be another rogue. He had me fooled. He was playing another one of those what's it called? Another one of those hero portraits that you don't really see any shamans playing. I like to play it personally. Let's just play the Sleet Breaker and cycle a little bit. Try to keep myself alive. So, against something where I want to be the aggressor, we kind of had a good start. But against a rogue, we had a very bad start. Like, wasting my... Oh, actually, we kind of want to be aggressive against this then. Because it's gonna be a mine rogue, right? So maybe that's good. If we can make it to Glug, that's fine. But usually, like, wasting my discounts from my clownfish wouldn't have been that good usually. But now, I feel like it's okay. We want to damage him a lot. It's a kind of a bummer that we can't get this Frostbite in perfectly. So we could go Cookie the Cook. But it's off curve. But it's gonna heal us a lot. We kinda need to deal with this. Maybe we just Frostbite this anyways. Even though we're not gonna get the full value. Or we just play School Teacher. We need to deal with this, that's the thing. So I suppose if we curve out, we might as well play Frostbite as well. Even though it's kinda bad. This is like overkill and I don't like it, but I'm gonna spend my mana in this way because we do have a clock on our head, you know. It's gonna be hard. I wish I could have, like, I wish that interaction wasn't that awkward, but there were no other way of doing it. And now I guess we can play School Teacher into School Teacher, but I don't want to take excessive damage if I don't have to. And there's the mine, very scary. 8 damage just like that. We could just ping this off with a battle cry. Now I wish I had that spell card. Restore 5 health to your hero. Reduce the cost of a random spell in your hand. That or Feral Spirit. I do think I want to go Bracing Cold here. Because it heals me. And healing is good in this particular matchup. It's very good. We're going back to full. Let's trade. Make sure that he doesn't mine me one more time. And if we can maintain like a big board, maybe we can just smack him around a little bit. But it's scary. Like, this is a very, very butt-clenchy matchup. Because, yeah, we're gonna see a bunch of damage. He's gonna hit us for like almost all of our HP here. So we gotta find some more healing, which we probably can with another School Teacher. Or I hope that we find it anyways. We didn't. So now we kind of have to hope that he doesn't kill us. I'm not popping his missile, so let's go for nothing here. And then I guess like trying to roll for a Taunt Totem would be pretty good. But I mean, if he doesn't have the knife, I don't know. It's gonna be rough. Let's see if we can just beat him down. It's so scary. I mean, this is like one of the matchups that people really dislike, or like one of the decks that people really dislike. But I think it's kind of a cool deck, honestly. Then maybe we win here. Now we just punch him and win. Can we do it? It's a fast one. Guess we don't even have to lock him out. Look at this, just rogues everywhere. We're shamans. We played this very aggressively, and I think this is kind of a good showcase on how to like beat kind of aggressive decks, or like kind of decks where I don't know what I'm saying. You can build a board quickly with your clownfish, and I guess that's good. Alright, he's roping me pretty hard. Explode! Alright, and that's it. Guys, thank you guys so much for watching. This is Control Shaman. Remember to like the video, subscribe to the channel, and I will see you guys soon. Peace. Remember to check out the stream.